In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Buccaneers are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Cowboys team that will need to avoid those turnovers. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in off the very rare tie a game ago.
And it'll be interesting to see what their mindset is going into this game. Sometimes that can be a deflator, and sometimes that can just really make you mad and more determined the next time out.
2 teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Second down following the run. They'll run again with Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an alley to run. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their big tight end, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He completes it right side to White. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
And this is a quarterback who certainly played awfully well last week in their win. I know he's looking to replicate that one here today.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start on the ground with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Another pistol look here. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. See if they stay on the ground for second down. One quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the... crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to Talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Noah spins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll set up to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll look to throw again. He's got time. His throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Green, 39. Green.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Buccaneers secondary has held up to this point. The Cowboys have struggled to throw the football 2 straight weeks, so that's something they'll try to fix in the 2nd half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the 1st half. Cowboys open up on offense. The pass ends up being picked off. Bucs defense forces the turnover. Offense on the field now after the pick. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. Buccaneers strike first in this one. Buccaneers have it near the end of 1. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 7-yard line. Buccaneers have it later on the drive. He'll jet out to the right on the run, and he scoots into the end zone for a 2nd TD. Buccaneers up now by 14. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. For the 2nd half, let's get cross-state to Tampa as we check back in with Brandon and Charles.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Now it's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And as these numbers show, last week, great game. This week, not the case.
And sometimes it's not just as simple as throwing the football. It's the rhythm of the game, managing it, being in sync with your teammates. Last week, everything was coming together really well. We're not seeing that so far in this one.
No, unfortunately not at all for him. Here's Bernard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry now for Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Dallas.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. It's taken to the 26. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in...
And it's blocked. The Cowboys pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Finding time. On the left side, a catch by White. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Three down. All right, here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
4 down. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So the numbers display once again a bad week, and in the individual meetings.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Buccaneers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a hope in the darkness of the night. And when I stray, show me my place. You are my shelter, baby, let me feel your light. Oh, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. One foot in a dip, another one going in the fire. Only one that can save me.
admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all that you do, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs, plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize, I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids at a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die, eating up his innards. And unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'ma let Push tell that. Take it by the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life. Walked around with a long way like Jesus, that Colombiana. That's mere models like. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo. Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can feel the throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write. And that old man had to change her heart. Wish he knew it back from the start. Like looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my man was gone quicker than dominoes. He in jail, everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Logic. Clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just rapping for the side. Yeah, that's coast coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware. Condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe. We shooting. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Good fellas to my Aureliotas. Shades of blue, I bet you. Let the sky fall, let it rain on you.
Y'all been killing it. Y'all been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Y'all been flicking that wrist. Y'all been now they with this. Y'all been killing it. Y'all been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Y'all been flicking that wrist. Y'all been now they with this. Y'all been killing that. Y'all been flicking that wrist. Y'all been killing that, flicking that wrist. Y'all been killing that. Y'all been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Y'all been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.